of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4.
Here's a look at today's top stories all across the DMV.
A 2-year-old child is reunited with his family after the vehicle he was in was carjacked in Northeast DC. Now police are turning their efforts to finding the man they say is responsible for the kidnapping or the attempted kidnapping. We're live with what we've learned so far today.
Plus, with back to school right around the corner, our school districts in the DMV still understaffed. We're looking at how Fairfax County is working overtime to retain teachers.
And a couple of rogue downpours have been trying to interrupt our fantastic Wednesday. But folks, there's more rain on the way for Thursday. We'll detail that out coming up in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And thank you for joining us on this Wednesday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. We'll get to those top stories in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look outside. We saw some rain in parts of the DMV moments ago, but dry right now in Roslyn.
And let's head over now to meteorologist Damon Matson with the first look at our forecast. Damon, how's it looking at least for the rest of the evening?
Well, we're got to keep an eye on things at this rate. Mother Nature is keeping us on our toes during these summertime months when we have the warmer temperatures and at least some building humidity. You can never rule out a rogue shower or storm. And folks, that's exactly what just fired up over the last couple of hours here in the DMV. It was all quiet up until about 2 o'clock. And then we just had a couple of pockets of rainfall develop. And let's zoom down toward the district here. There it is. Just one little cell started out near Reston, blew up right over DC, right over Georgetown, as a matter of fact. And look at that. It's already gone. It's fizzled out. Even an additional shower down toward Burke and Centerville there also fizzling out. This is what we'll have to keep an eye out for at least for the next couple of hours. And it's not just in DC, up toward Washington County, northern Frederick County, from Hagerstown over toward Thurmont, seeing a couple of those heavier downpours as well, but those have moved on and already dissipated. So yeah, this rain today is nothing much to worry about. Yes, you still do want to watch out for some darker clouds in the sky. A quick burst of rainfall could be possible through about the 7 o'clock hour, but largely the large majority of the DMV here going to stay quiet with just an increasing cloud cover out there through the later evening hours into the start of your Wednesday night. And the increasing cloud cover is a sign of things to come. Yes, we are talking plenty of rainfall on your Thursday. When does it start? And could we also see a few storms mixing in with that rain tomorrow? We'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Right now, D.C. police are looking for the man suspected of stealing a car this morning. That man also facing kidnapping charges. A 2-year-old was in the back seat when that car was stolen. Police releasing these images of the suspect. He can be seen walking into a convenience store and buying something there.
And Annalisa, the child is safe with his mother this afternoon after that carjacking.
Thankfully, police are still looking, though, for that person responsible, releasing those images again of that suspect. Our Lex Juarez has the latest.
Well, any parent can imagine it was the scariest 2 hours of the mother's life, but her baby and the car found right here in this alley. 2-year-old Caleb Scott was inside of the black Toyota Highlander when it was stolen. He was still inside, safe and sound when it was found. It was an emotional reunion for the mother. We saw her jumping for joy when she first heard that police had found her son. And here you see in these pictures, they were happy to take him and carry him back to her arms. Well, the investigation into exactly what happened is still ongoing. Of course, as we get more information, we'll bring it to you both here and online on DCNewsNow.com. In Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Now, if you've gone out to eat in the district and you're feeling confused about fees on your restaurant bill, DC's Attorney General is stepping in to help. He issued another advisory today telling restaurants that they have to be more specific about where those fees are going. Our Daniel Hamburg joins us live at the wharf after talking with customers and restaurant managers. And Daniel, there seems to be an effort to clarify the changes.
Well, Mark, not every restaurant is upfront about their fees. Some of them are charging a 20% at the end of the bill to make up for some of those costs because of Initiative 82. Now, of course, it stems from when Initiative 82 was passed in November and implemented in May. Under current district law, restaurants can charge service fees or other surcharges, but these fees may violate the Consumer Protection Procedures Act if they are not timely, prominently, and clearly disclosed to diners before they place their orders. Now, new guidance today from Attorney General Brian Schwab more clearly spells out what needs to happen. For instance, saying you have a 22% service charge to, quote, support our staff is too ambiguous. It needs to be more specific about how that money is being spent to comply with the law.
Are those dollars going directly to servers or are they going to the house? And so the examples in the alert are informed by the kinds of complaints and concerns we have heard.
It's our money. The more transparency on where that's going is always better. That's my opinion.
Now, some restaurants believe they are in compliance, but I can tell you I looked at a few menus today, and they are certainly not, according to that new guidance from Attorney General Schwab. Schwab says his office can take legal action, but right now they are focused on educating restaurants and educating the public. We're live at the Wharf. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Well, Daniel, the Attorney General's office does have a hotline for people to contact if they're still confused.
Yeah, Mark, they're all about mediation, so you can call the AG's office. That number is 202-442-9828, or you can send an email to consumer.protection@dc.gov. Those both on your screen right there. Again, they're hoping that they don't have to take any enforcement action, but if you do have problems, you can give those numbers a call.
All right, Daniel, thanks for that. Right now, we are weeks away from the first day of school in Northern Virginia, but the nationwide teacher shortage spares no school division, including Fairfax County Public Schools, the largest district in the state. Haley Milon covers Northern Virginia for us. She's talking to newly recruited teachers who are filling in those seats.
With the excitement and the nerves of over 1,200 brand new Fairfax County Public School teachers, it kind of feels like a first day of school here at the Great Beginnings Institute. Now, it's an orientation of sorts aimed at giving new teachers the coping skills and the social network that they need for a successful school year.
I'm very excited, but also a bit scared.
First-time teacher Jocelyn Giron is weeks away from taking over her first classroom of youngsters.
I just want to make sure that I'm the best teacher possible for the students that I have.
That desire and passion shared by more than 1,200 first-time teachers at the Great Beginnings Institute this week, readying the new crop of educators for the school year with professional development, coaching, resource sharing, and network building.
We know this is a really challenging profession. It gets more challenging year by year.
Study after study affirm that teacher burnout in classrooms is due to workload and student behavior. Across the DMV and the nation, teachers are leaving en masse. According to Fairfax County Schools, more than 700 teachers resigned last year, despite growing demand and positions being added.
We want our new teachers to have as much support as possible.
Educational specialist Jenna Reeder and dozens of other veteran teachers are encouraging resilience, self-care, and work-life balance. Because when all that goes right,
and they stay in the profession.
Many of the new teachers are fresh out of college, having experienced the challenge of virtual learning and unpredictability themselves.
So I started with learning how the educational system has changed.
A confidence booster for the next generations of teachers who are just as nervous and excited as their incoming learners.
And I'm just so excited to get to know them and their families as well.
As of last week, the district had about 199 vacancies. I'm told many of those have been filled. Fairfax County Public Schools head back to school on August 21st. In Lorton, Virginia, Haley Milon, DC News Now.
Haley, thank you. And speaking of back to school, it's right around the corner, and we want to remind you that we're hosting a back to school supply drive now through August 11th. And you can drop off any new or unopened school supplies at any Andrews Federal Credit Union. You can scan the QR code on your screen for a complete list of locations. And new tonight, the battle for the Commanders continues. Today, Governor Wes Moore stopped by the Commanders practice, touting his effort to keep the team in Prince George's County. The governor talked about his joint effort with the new team's leadership, and he says that new ownership will stimulate the local economy both on and off the field.
We've already been having extensive conversations with the new ownership group, and I think there's a shared vision that it isn't just about creating a winner on the field, but it's about how we creating winners off of the field.
Well, the governor also talked about the approved $400 million into the Blue Line corridor, which hopes to bring more business to the area and possibly a new stadium.